guys, welcome back to my channel. So basically the gist of this video, y'all, is I want to give myself like a 2000s nu metal makeover. I specifically really want to make a TikTok video with a certain Korn song, and I want to play the part. So I know my style is already pretty similar to that, but I think that I usually have like my very structured Instagram brows and highlight and contour and concealer and all of that glam mixed in. I'm gonna try to not do as much glam as I normally would. I really do kind of want to emulate as much as I can of the kind of like, I don't want to say ugly, but it just like, it wasn't very polished and it wasn't very refined back then. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. In order to do this, I need to make my eyebrows thin. As you can see, they've kind of started growing back since I shaved off the tails, but we need thin eyebrows. First, I'm gonna brush all of my brow hairs up with soap so that I can trim them, because we don't want any sort of fluffiness. While they're up, I'm just gonna try to swoop in and cut off some of that excess. And now I'm going to brush them down and do kind of the same thing. We're just trimming the excess hair. Nice fresh eyebrow razor. Start thinning out this bottom part of my brow here. I have a straight up white eyebrow hair. Ooh, honey, that's thin. That's looking very thin. Okay, let's get rid of all of these stray hairs and see what we got. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. Ouchies. I just, you know, that eyebrow razor, it takes away a little bit of skin, and now that the makeup wipe is kind of burning. So don't do that, kids. I'm gonna prime really quick and then do foundation. Primer probably didn't exist back then. Did it? I don't know. I'm gonna pop on a really quick just layer of foundation, BB cream to be exact. Anyway, we could chat while I do the foundation. You know what I've been thinking? It seems like a lot of people are like kind of getting nostalgic. I mean, maybe it's been happening for years. There's always remakes of movies and remixes of songs, and then fashion comes back in style. I think maybe just because I am out of my 20s, I'm starting to realize, like, because when you're in your teens and your 20s, young 20s, is when you're like kind of hip on all of the trends, and you know what's going on and you're really in tune to that. But I feel like once I hit maybe like past 25, you just stop really being hip and cool. When I was younger, I always used to be like, why do people like retro stuff and like throwback stuff so much? It's like, you already lived in that time, you already experienced it, and now current stuff is better. Present day stuff is better. Was I wrong? Okay, so I'm pretty sure concealer did not exist before 2010. So I'm gonna do a little contour just because I can't not contour. I have to. Exhibit A right there. Yeah. But yeah, even like when I'm doing my little TikTok or Instagram reels and stuff, it's like I feel like it's just so much more fun to grab like an old Slipknot song or like a Metallica classic or something. I don't know, man. It's like everybody knows them, and I guess they're just more iconic. Now my music taste is definitely melodic death metal, primarily coming from like Finland and whatnot. It's like a lot of people don't know about it. So maybe subconsciously I'm like picking something that is gonna perform better, but some of those old classics like just bring back good memories, you know? I do know one thing for sure is I wish I saved all of my old band shirts. My sisters and I went through like kind of like a, I don't want to say slutty phase because we were never slutty, but we cut up perfectly good band shirts that could have remained in my wardrobe. I didn't think my body was gonna grow, I guess, and then it's just like I could barely fit one of those cut up band shirts on my freaking thigh now probably, so those are long gone. I wish I didn't cut them up, but okay. So are we really doing no concealer? I feel like in order for this to be authentic, I can't use concealer. It's gonna make it too glam. Little setting powder, and then we're gonna move on to the brows. All right, here we go, bitch. The primary insult I remember that my friends and I would call each other growing up in like middle school and shit was freak. You're such a freak. I can't think of any other ones. Weirdo. Let's fill in these brows. Okay, this is where it could go really good or really bad. Alright, what do we think? I mean, those are pretty thin. Pay no attention to my very non-metal mug. My mommy gave this to me. I need the tiniest little smidge of color on my cheeks. Just to add a little something. I'm just adding a little bit, not too much, don't worry. Now let's do eyes. What I'm going to do first, because I definitely know I'm going to want some black in the waterline, honey. This is a Pixie Endless Silky Eye Pen. So good. I'm just gonna slap that in my waterline. Get a little bit of that liner down onto your lower lash line as well. And now we're gonna smudgeroo, honey. I feel like the finger is gonna be perfect. That's probably what everybody was using back then. Gonna use the same pencil and just kind of dot that along my lash line, and then just again smudge it around with the finger. And now what I think is gonna help tie everything together is I'm gonna take this, it's kind of like a brick. I need a fluffier brush. I want to gently smoke out with that. Lovely. We need mascara. We need some spidery ass mascara. This one might be good. Rimmel Scandalized Volume on Demand. My eyes, I just feel like are kind of drooping downwards, which is probably leaning towards more authentic, but I want them to be lifted a teensy bit in the corners. So I'm just taking a tiny brush like this, ES4 by Profusion, black eyeshadow, and just add the tiniest little bit on the corner, outer corner, just to like lift that area the teeniest little bit. I'm gonna add a really kind of like natural highlight, just so I don't look too dusty. I feel like people did do a little bit of like under the brow bone highlight back then, right? Kind of want to, just to accentuate how teeny and tiny my eyebrows are today. Beep. A little black lip liner, and then Club Hopper by NYX. Okay, and there's the look with lashes. Nice and subtle lashes. I don't think it takes too much away, and it adds a little something. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Just I'm accepting praise at this time. Thank you so much. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning into this video. I hope that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.